Hey YouTube, this is Zach with Achilles Financial, and as you can see what I have here on the screen, this account looks very different than it did earlier this morning in today's video. I want to highlight the plays that I made. As you can see, I've got a variety of options and puts that I've put on the market, and the reason for that is because the market bumped up today. So as you recall, yesterday I actually sold my Bank of America stock at $23.53, and it shot higher this morning. It was actually it hurt me to see that it was all the way up to $24.74 when I held it, and I was wondering what in the world is going on. If you recall, we had GE options, we had forward options, both of them climbed higher today. I actually think I sold my GE options relatively early. I sold them for, I guess this was probably 11 a.m. Eastern time this morning, and I bought in at $160 a share, or $180 for all of them, or at least 6 of them. Let me open this up. Bought in for $124 and $180. And that was at 31 cents, 30 cents a share, sold at 37 cents a share. So there was not anything crazy that happened there, but it was a positive gain that I was very happy with. Let's look at forward and the move that we made there. Glad I sold this. I sold this as soon as the market opened. We were probably right here, and that is because forward popped this morning in pre-hours. So we went from 514 to 552, I think, is when I sold. If you look at the move there, they did announce earnings today, and it was as bad as everyone feared. It hurt. But let's look at the move there. So it was quite positive. We were very happy with that move. We had 8 contracts for the buy call at $6 that we went in on at 13 cents a share. And then we saw the 4 contracts at 25 cents a share. $100, $104. Look at the return. So it's a 64% move right there that we made in one day. And then right here was 72%, 70% right there from $104 to $176. Both super happy moves. If you look at what we did today, you'll see that right from the get-go, so it was actually right at 9:30 a.m. those contracts went up. I was able to sell in this range, or right here. So what happened? How did we climb all the way to the 3,600? And it fell, but we're still staying steady at 34.47. I do just want to highlight, I was trying to sell at this point. I saw those numbers and I was like, I need to get out. However, I had already maximized my day trade limit and I couldn't get rid of it. So the first option that you can't see here on the right hand side is Delta. When I saw everything going up, I thought to myself, I have a lot of cash sitting on hand. I was 100% cashed out at this point in time, sitting on around $3,000 cash, and I bet heavy against the market. So I actually went all in on Delta, betting that they would go down. So this is about the time where I made that move, and as you can see, as the market came back down is when I sold out. I think it was actually around this point in time. Let's look at what that actually looks like. So the plays that we made here, again, all of this went on early this morning. I bought in the $22 put, and the buy-in right here for both of these is I ended up with 10, buying in between 70 and 63 at the same iteration there. I tried selling everything at the same time. The important one that we'll highlight here is Disney. But as you can see here, I really only made a profit on this one right here. It wasn't anything crazy looking at this option, but I was very happy with the fact that we had somewhat of a gain on the Delta put plays. Again, this is the one that locked me out for the rest of the day because it was a day trade and I've hit my limit for day trades. So let's roll it back and see what we've done on the right hand side. So if you recall, I did post a video probably 2 weeks ago now at this point in time saying that I am betting against Disney. I don't like their current price valuation. And let's just take a look at what happened to Disney stock today. So it bumped higher. So when it actually was up in this area is when I bought some of my puts. That was the $103 puts. The reason for that is because look at their weekly experience. So it was only a few days ago that they were under $100. And I don't see why they are this high up, particularly given the current environment. Even if they open, we'll see a pop there. But the fact is, people are not going to be flocking to Disney. They have not had their movies coming out right now, and I bet heavy against them. As you can see, the bulk of my puts are up against them. However, you can see that I've got some great returns so far. Let me go back here. If we, right now, these are the returns on the investment. So let's just see the today's return. Again, this is all just in the red. Let's see what the last price is. So these puts have changed in valuation a lot today. The one that I'm getting burned on is Carnival. However, I am very happy with the other ones. I mean, look at these returns. But let's dive into the $103 put. So this one I have 4 contracts on, 18% so far. I'm hopeful that this continues tomorrow. I will be selling this tomorrow. If we go back into, so that is the 103. If we look at the 104, we're looking at a 13%. Again, looking to sell this tomorrow. And our Carnival, we're getting burned on. But Bank of America, for those of you who have been actively following the channel, probably thinking that this is sacrilege that I would bet against Bank of America. This is my pride and joy stock, my favorite one. But when I saw them jumping up, I was like, I don't believe that they are going to be able to hold. At this point in time, it was really a 10% valuation, just to show you the chart. This is the point that I sold at yesterday. Just before that, just after that, 23.53, shot skyward today. We're talking at nearly over 2 days, a 10% return. I couldn't justify that. It didn't make sense to me on the week. We're at 8.2% now, but look, we were at 11% on the week. Couldn't justify it. I put $400 against it, and look at this return, 42%. This is one that I'm probably going to cash out tomorrow. I'd like to see it bump a little bit lower, reap that return, because I do want to buy another 100 shares of Bank of America stock. Lastly, look, I don't know why Carnival jumped up 12% today. I know that they recently got some terms from the bailout. I don't like it. I don't like the Carnival stock. No one's going to be going on cruises in the immediate future. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they do not have justification for 20% up this week. They still don't have cash flows. They're still burning a lot of money, and they've got high debt. So it doesn't make sense to me, but we are all headline trading. I'm losing money on this one right now, but I'm not going to let it go yet because I don't see them continuing higher at this point in time. So that's the review here. That's my strategy. I'm betting against Bank of America. I'm betting against Disney, and I'm betting against Carnival. Let me know how you did on those puts on or calls on GE and on Ford in the comments below. Hopefully you made money. Hopefully you followed the plan. We saw 60-70% returns there. And let me know if you're potentially evaluating any of the puts and betting against the market you see here. Interested in hearing your feedback, and as always, appreciate you all. Thanks, and talk to you next time.